true story. My name is Xin Xia, but I was born Willard Hegward Melson Jr. I am 50 years old. I'm single, never been married, don't have any children. I write poetry and tell wild stories. I am bisexual. I am an atheist, an insulin-dependent diabetic, a liar, a cheat, an ex-thief, an ex-wino, an ex-arsonist, an ex-rapist, and an ex-con. And I want you to love yourself. When I was 3, my mother told me she had me because she didn't believe in abortion. She bought me food, clothes, and toys and gave me some protection, but she never kissed me, she never hugged me, she never told me to be somebody. And when I wanted to be near her, she would always push me away. Love yourself. I was sent to church at 5 to learn about God's love. I accepted Jesus Christ as my personal Savior and never missed a Sunday of worship. I was baptized, I read the Bible, I studied, and I prayed and prayed and prayed. Love yourself. When I was 6, true story, a nice neighborhood man saw that I was always alone and began calling me into the woods surrounding our house. He would give me candy and help me play with my toys. We would always pretend it was my birthday, and he would tickle me and spank me and make me smile. Then he would take off all my clothes and put his finger in my butt. Love yourself. When I was 7, I tried to kill myself by running in front of a speeding car. At 11, I would put juice and bread in an empty shampoo container, then place it on my windowsill for a week. It didn't smell good, it didn't taste good, but I drank it anyway. Love yourself. I didn't make many childhood friends. There would be whole days I never talked to anyone. Days I spent lost in my own world. Days I played with fire. At 13, I would burn everything and just watch the flames roar. I collected tall mounds of rubber, plastic, aerosol cans, and batteries from the street. I would take off my clothes next to the fire and feel the heat, thinking the flames were alive, fantasizing about having a friend. Love yourself. I would take off my clothes on the front porch, in the backyard, in the woods, at school, next door, across the street. I didn't stop. I secretly hoped someone would see me, but I would always run away if they did. I was a naked, drunk, 13-year-old boy with his finger in his butt. Love yourself. At 15, I tried to kill myself with a razor blade. At 16, I started masturbating in front of strangers, mostly gay men in public parks and restrooms. I would hold their attention with a slow striptease. I also began spying on girls, looking in windows, sneaking inside women's houses and apartments, then taking off my clothes. I would walk around naked, sitting on their furniture, wearing and stealing their panties, eating their food, even touching them while they slept in their beds. Love yourself. 10 years later, at 26, this is a true story, I was caught naked inside of a woman's apartment with her vibrator stuck up my ass. I was so drunk, I had passed out, dreaming I was making love to someone. The woman locked the closet I was hiding in and called the police. Love yourself. I was in prison for burglary and attempted rape. I was 42. My cellmate was strangling me. He had already broken my nose. He wanted a blowjob, but I had told him no. And now we were on the concrete floor of the prison cell. He was on top of me, his hands around my neck, his thumbs pressing against my Adam's apple. Blood trickling back down into my throat from my broken nose made it hard for me to breathe. He smacked me hard several times, then turned me over, pulling down my pants. I felt the soft margarine he had snuck from the cafeteria. He lubed up my asshole, then pressed his hard cock deep into my anus. Pain was everywhere. My booty was on fire. I felt disgust. I was sickened with myself because I liked it. I liked it. Tears rolled down my cheeks as my cellmate fucked me. Love yourself. My cellie had an orgasm, squirted his spunk inside me, then kissed the back of my neck. I rose to my feet, feeling his sperm drip from my rosebud onto the concrete floor. My nose pulsating. Blood covered my face. I had just finished praying, so I stood there for a moment, waiting. And it was on that day, at that hour, with those few seconds, that I finally realized no one was coming to save me. That my mother did not love me. That God did not exist. And that the nice neighborhood man was a rapist. That I was a rapist. And that I was looking for something I already had. I rushed to the cell desk and pulled the shank that was taped, hidden behind it. I was going to kill myself. I was going to start over. I stretched out my arm as far as it would go, and I stabbed my cellie. Then I pulled out the shank, and I stabbed the motherfucker again. True story. My name is now Xin Xia, but I was born Willard Hegwood Melson Jr. I am 50 years old. I am single, never been married, don't have any children. I write poetry and tell wild stories. I am bisexual. I am an atheist, an insulin-dependent diabetic, a liar, a cheat, an ex-thief, an ex-wino, an ex-arsonist, an ex-rapist, and an ex-con. I'm a registered sex offender. I've spent 16 years of my life in the penitentiary. I am somebody, and I love myself.